Black Widow, Repetition Compulsion. Repetition compulsion is a psychological phenomenon in which a person repeats an event or its circumstances over and over again. This includes reenacting the event or putting oneself in situations where the event is likely to happen again. This reliving can also take the form of dreams, in which memories and feelings of what happened are repeated and even hallucinated. The problem for many individuals who suffer from repetitive compulsions or behaviors is the lack of one singular explanation or cause for them. In many cases, the issues behind these behaviors are so deeply rooted within that they have become a subconscious response, which undermines any relationship. Some of these symptoms and psychological disorders are present in the character of Black Widow Natasha Romanoff. The entirety of Romanoff's character was hard to distinguish based on how she tricked and lied to people for a living. She was capable of convincingly portraying friendly and flirtatious, timid, vulnerable, and scared. For the most part, she was a level-headed, strong-willed, and independent woman. Romanoff normally maintained a controlled, almost emotionless persona to keep whatever she was thinking a secret unless she was around people she trusts. Although she was more than willing to rush into deadly battle and other unnerving missions for S.H.I.E.L.D., she was not completely fearless, as she was visibly frightened of Hulk. However, she was no longer afraid of him due to falling in love with Bruce Banner. Repetitive compulsion is a neurotic defense mechanism, an attempt to rewrite our history by redrawing key relationships and denying our feelings of frustration, hurt, disappointment, anger, and depression. To understand better Natasha Romanoff's behavior, let's analyze her past. Natasha Romanoff was born in Russia and grew up as an orphan. She was trapped in a burning building during an early attack on Stalingrad by enemy forces. Natasha was rescued by Ivan Petrovich Bezukov, who was a Soviet soldier. During the late 1930s, Soviet intelligence became interested in her and trained her to become a spy. From a young age, Romanoff experienced education and indoctrination into what life is like being a spy. Romanoff did exceptionally well in this authoritarian training atmosphere. She soon was known as a master spy. She became one of the world's successful assassins, which is how she came up under the S.H.I.E.L.D's alert system. She earned the title Black Widow because of her callous potency in the following years. While on assignment, she met S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Hawkeye, who then defeated her. However, Hawkeye offered her to join S.H.I.E.L.D. instead of taking her life. Natasha accepted the offer and excelled at her training and completed her assignments at S.H.I.E.L.D. The Widow became one of Nick Fury's top agents. He had picked her to be one of his rare human agents when he was putting together the Avengers. Denial. Natasha refuses to admit her feelings and often tries to shut out her past. For instance, when she was sent for training at a young age and the abuse that came along with it. This causes her to refute the idea of acknowledging who she is. Repression. Black Widow was brainwashed before and after training, as she was becoming a spy, which took a toll on her. Most of her painful memories were repressed, which she did do herself as well, because she confined herself. When she is confronted by them, it consumes her due to her ego keeping the threatening memories from becoming conscious, causing her to avoid them. When Natasha's mind is taken advantage of by the power of manipulation, the memories distract her. Black Widow takes out her aggression on men. Her aggression roots from her unhappy childhood. To deal with her aggression, she fights others. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, and rational emotive behavior therapy, or REBT, can provide effective treatment routes for reshaping thought patterns that lead to maladaptive behaviors. These types of therapeutic approaches focus on bringing awareness to cognitive distortions, irrational beliefs, and negative thought tracks. By working on different techniques, one can learn how to recognize when thoughts or actions are more harmful than beneficial, and how to stop them from occurring. The brain's cognitive processes will be rewired and retrained to develop new patterns that are productive, rational, and positive, which ultimately leads to more adaptive behaviors and choices. It takes years for people to develop maladaptive patterns, habits, and repetitive choices, and it may also take years to reshape them into something that becomes worth revisiting. Check out one of our newest videos here. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more videos about your favorite Disney and Marvel characters and the psychology behind them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.